everybody. We have an amazing show tonight, along with our regulars. Miss New York Senior America has invaded the Halftime Howie show, and they're going to bring their singing and dancing and all their energy to the show. So if you're in the Oceanside, Long Beach, Island Park area, come on down to Pancho's Cantina, 4245 Austin Boulevard in Island Park. You'll have an amazing time. And let's meet the seniors who are invading the Halftime Howie show tonight.
Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm the reigning queen 2017.
All right, Leanne, the reigning queen. Give it up for Leanne. All right.
Hello, I'm Katropia, Miss Congeniality 2002.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Enid Merrin, and I competed in 1995, and I was in the Queen's Court.
All right, cool.
Hi, I'm Mary Malloy. I was Miss Congeniality for 2015.
Betty Tucker. I was first runner-up in 2002.
All right, cool. Let's meet all the others. We have
CJ Marie, and I was the title holder for 2015.
Phyllis Bogart, first runner-up, 2009.
Honey Everhart, I am in the Senior America Season Steppers,
And we are known as the Evil Twins.
and
I'm Marie Quigley from Long Beach, New York, and I was the fourth runner-up in 2016.
all right. So there you have it. The Halftime Howie show has been invaded by Miss New York Senior America. I am the voice of Long Beach. Halftime Howie. Halftime Howie here. Welcome to Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie. We have a great show tonight, and our main guest is going to be Miss New York Senior America. And we're going to be highlighting and featuring the talents of Miss New York Senior America with dancing and singing. But first we want to get an overview about what this great organization is about. So we have three people here on the opening panel, and I'm going to start with Marlene Schuss, who is the state director. Give it up for Marlene. So Marlene, why don't we start with you and just talk about basically what Miss New York Senior America is all about.
I'm proud to say that we've been in existence since 1972. I know a lot of people have not heard about us, but we keep it a dark secret. I'm only kidding. It is basically a women's organization, 60 plus. That's one requirement. And if you meet that requirement, you come aboard and have a magnificent time with all the ladies of Senior America. We're a nonprofit organization, and we give to the community round the clock, all year through, by performing in shows. We have about 20 shows per year, and we go to assisted livings, veteran shows, all over New York and Nassau County, Suffolk County. We have a pageant. Let me tell you what that is. The pageant is not that regular beauty pageant. It's definitely the inner beauty. You got a cute face, it doesn't harm you at all. But at the same time, it's most impressive when we meet a woman that has the inner beauty, dignity, and the articulation to represent, if you win the crown, the entire state of New York.
That is awesome. Now let's meet Leanne Brill, who is the reigning queen. Let's get it up for Leanne. So Leanne, let's hear your story and how you became the reigning queen of Miss New York Senior America.
Sure, Howie.
Well, my story goes back to 2006 when I met many of these wonderful women in Senior America. I was auditioning for a New York Senior Idol competition, and I actually won that. And when I came out, Marlene asked me, "How old are you?" I was 50 at the time. She said, "Oh, you're too young. I need you when you're 60." So I said, "I'll see you in 10 years." So 10 years later, I auditioned, and lo and behold, I became the queen. I went on to the Nationals this past October for the Miss Senior America competition and came in 3rd place, which was an amazing accomplishment. I'm honored to hold the title, and it's been a magnificent year. I've met our senators, I've received proclamations and resolutions. I continue to do my community service, which I've always done, and now I'm even doing it more so for our military. That's my platform. And I love being a part of this organization. I think it's a magnificent group of women, and we are certainly all over the age of 60, but we are certainly not old. We are wise, and we are giving, and we are full of love and energy.
Hey, I love it. Well, this lovely lady to my left, I've known for several years. She's been on our show several times, and she is none other than the Miss Congeniality of 2015. Let's give it up for Mary Malloy.
I only got Miss Congeniality because they didn't have Miss Sarcastic. I definitely would have gotten that. Each of us came to this organization for a different reason, and they're all valid reasons. With me, my husband had passed away. Before he did, he kept saying, "Well, you should join that," and I was too young, which is great because I'm usually not too young for anything. But a few months after he passed away, I did turn 60, and I said, I'm going to do it for him. And I came and I met this group of, I have to say, I was intimidated in the beginning because you go to the auditions a Saturday morning in a library, and they've got sparkles and glitter and makeup, and I said, "Did you go to Pathmark like that? Because I don't think I can do that." But I found out that what these women really have is an inner glow and a sparkle that they share with everyone, and hopefully if I could just pick up a little bit of that, I'll be happy. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having us, and
It's my pleasure. And even though we're honoring Ms. New York Senior America, I would like to take this brief moment to recognize a true Senior America, a gentleman who just got a great honor here in the Long Beach community. He was the director for over 30 years of the Long Beach Rec, and now at 86 years old, the Long Beach Rec is now going to be called the Robert L. Carroll Recreation Complex. So. He's really, he's been in Long Beach his whole life. He's a legend. He's done so many wonderful things in his life. Besides being the former director of the Rec, he's president of the Lions Club. And one of the main things he's done as president of the Lions Club is he's got so many seeing eye dogs he's donated to the blind. He also brought the Rangers to Long Beach in 1972. And I said to Mary before the show, wouldn't it be a great idea to have a show at the new Robert L. Carroll Recreation Complex with Ms. New York Senior America, making it even more special. I like that idea, Mary.
I think we'd love to, yeah.
What do you think?
We love it. We're there.
Right.
We're there.
By the way, you know, it just, on my page, I do these daily music comparisons, and you mentioned 1972. And one of the singers I had in my comparison today is Bill Withers with his classic song, Ain't No Sunshine. Well, I know one thing. Maybe he sang the song Ain't No Sunshine in 1972, but when Ms. New York Senior America came along, a lot of sunshine came aboard in 1972.
I'll say a few words about 1972. It was started by our director, Dr. Al Mott, who was the founder. And he was a social worker, a young social worker, and he one day was in his route following all these senior citizens' homes. And in those days, the seniors really had very little to do. So he sees these women and he starts talking to them as he always did. He said, "How old are you?" And they said, "We're 62. And they were like sitting in rocking chairs. And he said, this has got to stop. And it was really that prompted him to start the entire national organization of New York, of Senior America. So we're not just regional, we're national.
I love it. And before we have Mary get up and sing a beautiful song, which is called Lullaby of Broadway, did you ever hear the expression, Marlene and Mary and Leanne, of expand your horizon? Did you ever hear that expression?
Yeah.
And now, you mentioned before, Marlene, that you perform in New York and Long Island, but how about if I invited you guys to sing at my mom's assisted living?
do it.
And wait, in Boston.
Party bus!
Because I know that my mom and the other seniors would absolutely love having you guys perform for them at the Maplewood Senior Living in the beautiful city of Boston. What do you think of that idea, Marlene?
I love it. There is a Massachusetts club.
But we'll go.
But we'll like bypass them and we'll step on their territory.
All right. I think, come June or July, you could, and plus Boston is such an historic city. You can make it a weekend, go to Quincy Market, Faneuil Hall. What do you think of that idea, Mary? And of course, perform at my mom's assisted living facility.
I have a question for you, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I know you. Do
Yeah.
we have to be Red Sox fans?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
You are a Red
well,
Sox
there you
fan.
go.
There you go. All
She
right.
is now.
But I think that would be a lot of fun. Don't you think, Mary?
I would love it. We're going to get a party bus? Everybody up in one?
All right. I love the idea. And I'll tell you, because we did one show, and we had a young fellow, but having Miss New York Senior America, I'm telling you, the seniors would love that. And you know what? To bring a smile on so many seniors' faces,
That's what we do.
that's what it's all about.
That's our
We do
job.
that. That's exactly our mission in life. We take all these seniors who have kind of lost their way for many reasons. It's like you mentioned, the passing of your spouse. That's how I got involved, exactly. And how about retirement? And they say, oh, what am I going to do with myself now? Well, no more.
Tap dance.
I always say when they call me for the very first time,
Yeah.
it's their lucky break. And I let them know that. I said, you made the best call of your life.
Absolutely. I look forward to working with you guys. And another idea I have is that Rocco and I and the staff a couple years ago, we did a show at the Grandel Nursing Home. And at the time, they have the oldest living resident of New York living there. Goldie Steinberg, who was dated Joe.
Thank you.
We celebrated her, check this out, when we were there to celebrate her birthday. We celebrated Goldie's 114th birthday. You can see that on Facebook. Go to Halftime Howie celebrates Goldie Steinberg's birthday. We were there with her great-grandchildren, her great-great-grandchildren. It was an amazing day, and we did a show with Goldie, and it was an amazing experience. So we'd like to bring Ms. New York Senior America to the Grandel, and I'm sure their seniors would love it. All right, but now without any further ado,